But welcome to the Butterfly Effect. With your host, Goddess Black Ice. It's been like 4 months since I dropped my last episode. A lot has happened since then. I've accomplished things, lost things, left things. I've been toxic. I overdid things. I let things go. Have I been really healing? Honestly, I want to say yeah, because even the times I feel like I'm not, I think I am. It's just like I'm just learning more, observing more. I've been observing a lot of things more, understanding things better. It's like you got to really practice what you preach. And I guess it's like I've been practicing what I preach, but at the same time, I be feeling like I'm not doing it because I'm not doing it consistently like I should be. But I'm starting, so I'm just doing it differently than I normally would. It's not in rotation the way that I normally would have it in rotation. It's not going the way that I expect it to go. So it feels like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. But being as though I'm being as blessed as I've been, it has to be going the way that it's supposed to be going. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while, so I don't know where to start. And I kind of should have just planned for this, but I just feel like I should have just. I have to drop an episode. It's been too long. It's been way overdue. But y'all know my podcast is with healing, growing, going through traumatizing things, and being speaking about it, and just being your authentic self. And I feel like 4 months ago, what was I doing 4 months ago? I was still kind of like angry, but I'm always angry. But I was feeling it more. I was feeling it way more. 4 months ago, I was definitely more angry than I am now. It's like I had this bad spirit over me. I had a real bad spirit over me 4 months ago. And even though I felt like I was good, I could feel the difference from 4 months ago until now. You have to forgive me for being so nervous. But 4 months ago, I was still thinking the same way that I should be this way, or 4 months ago I was more selfish. 4 months ago I was more outspoken. I still feel like I'm outspoken, but I feel like maybe others don't feel like this, but I feel like I'm starting to mind what I say. I guess this is doing it scared. So boom, right? In October, there was a lot going on in October. It was my mom's birthday. I feel like this year for that was like I ended up like snapping out on my mom's birthday. Yeah, I did. I ended up outside at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I had basically snapped out on my man. It did not go. It was not well. I was drunk. My friend, at first I was already emotional. I was getting emotional, and I thought I was gonna be fine, right? But I was already kind of like feeling all those emotions, being as though my mom passed away. So I didn't quite know how to deal with that, and I was sitting up there taking it out on everything and everybody. I was trying not to, but I still was. And I mainly took it out on my significant other because I just felt like he just was not doing the right things at the time for me to be okay. And it's not about him doing the right things for me to be okay, because it's for me to be okay. How can I sit up there and put all that pressure on him like that? That was very selfish of me. But at the same time, I feel like, you always want somebody that's just there to support you. And he was there to support me after a while, but I feel like he was there to support me after I was snapped out. He was more so ready to get away from me than sit there and be there with me during those times. So he didn't want to do things that I wanted to do. So I just felt like he was just trying to get away from me. And he was trying to get away from me, though. Because he ended up leaving. He definitely left. And it was like, I was supposed to go to my sister's house. I ended up not doing all that. My car was not working. So I was upset about my car not working, not being able to do the things that I want to do, not being able to make the money that I want to make. So I was just like I was real emotional around that time. And I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know how to handle it. I did not explain it. I was trying to say it wasn't this, but reality was that. And I was just like, I was trying to fight. I think I did probably fight him. I don't know. I can't really remember everything. I was kind of drunk. Probably did though. And it's not okay. I don't condone today. I don't think it's okay. I'm still working on it because when I get upset, I'll be feeling like I could just put my hands on anybody, but that's not okay. What else happened in October? I had to let my sister go in October. Lord, me and my man got into it with each other in front of my friend, and I kind of had to like separate my friend from my friendship from my relationship, which was kind of heartbreaking because these are two people that I really love and care about. So that was hard. Um, but all these things was happening while drunk. Besides the thing with my sister, I had to let my sister go. This is my favorite little sister. It really, really hurt a lot. It really did. It really bothered me a lot. It don't bother me as much now. I think that's what I'm saying. I've been healing from the stuff, but I'm not saying that it won't be triggering moments with that. Like, I don't know. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, I miss my sister, but I don't miss her enough to want to kick it with her again the same. Like, nah, it's over for it. I'm not saying we never gonna talk again. I'm not saying like I won't forgive her or whatever the case may be, but I don't think the relationship will ever be the same from something that was like so small but so big. I don't like that. I don't feel like a lot of my family members know how to be family or play their role or position the way that they're supposed to. Yeah. I'm no expert with it, but I know when something is not right. Feeling in your gut, you know when somebody not doing you right or treating you right or being there for you. And I know I'll be there for a lot of motherfuckers when I'm in a position to be there and I can do that and I got enough energy to do it because I don't be having the energy to do that shit all the time. I don't want to take on everybody else's problems and situations and stuff like that. But when I'm there, especially for the people I love and I care about, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. If I'm speaking to you on a daily basis or almost every day, I'm there for you, bro. And you're not gonna tell me I'm not. I don't play when it comes down to my kids. Anybody that got kids shouldn't play with their kids either. So if you do something to me or my children, you out of here. You gotta go. You sitting there doing or being a certain way with my kids, it's gonna make me look at you differently. It's gonna make me, especially when you somebody that I love, you gotta go. Like I don't give a fuck with you. Out of here. You out of here. I don't play that shit when it comes down to. If you're in a situation where you can help a child out, that's your family and your niece, nephew, or anything like that, then you should do that, regardless of whatever the situation is that's going on. And if you can't, then you speak on that. You see me outside with my kids. It's Halloween. We're trying to go trick or treating, whatever the case may be. And you're in our father's car. You're driving our father's car. I see you. You see the kids first, but you didn't see me yet. You didn't like. We didn't catch eye contact. You see my son first. You look at him, and then you look away. You do want to like. It's like oh shit. It's like it was like an oh shit moment. I seen you do the oh shit moment. So, but you had no choice but to stop at the light because it was red light. You had no choice but to stop at the red light. I see you do what you did, and then you turn around like you had no. I'm like. I said my son's name. I'm like, yeah, there go your aunt right there. She turns around as if she like. It was like a. Where y'all going? The whole time you know where I'm going because I already spoke to you. I made plans with you. Let's not forget that. I made plans with you to do something with you. You told me you had our father's car. And at the time, my car was no good. So I made plans to do something with you. Not the whole time, but just for a little while. You see me outside with my kids at next. I'm walking and you go to pretend like you didn't see us. Then once you had no choice but to sit there and see us, because you didn't call us back and tell us, oh, this, that, and the third. Mind you, you were supposed to call us and let us know this, that, and the third, yada, yada, bang. But you didn't. So that led me to believe, okay, you didn't want us to go from the jump. So now I already had that energy on me, but I'm not about to sit in that energy. I'm about to still go out and take my kids trick or treating. So I goes out to take my kids trick or treating, and we catch you in traffic, and you have no choice but to sit and see us. Now you got the stupid face. You sitting there like, where y'all trying to go? You knew where we were trying to go from the rip. You knew what was going on. Fuck all that. I'm good. And now I'm about to keep walking. Go ahead, because the fact that if you would have seen me and you would have been like, oh shit, like I ain't call you back because this, that, and the third, or you know, whatever went on, however it went for you. If you would have just simply had that conversation with me instead of sitting there pretending like you didn't just see us, like we not your family out in the street at nighttime walking. Oh, you're done up. It could have went differently, and it didn't go that way. But because it went the way it went, you gotta go. Love you, but you gotta go. And at the time, she didn't understand that, and she probably still feel how she feel. She probably still feel how she feel, and if that is the case, then it is what it is. I truly feel like she owes me an apology. But the last note we left on was I told my sister I was gonna smack the shit out when I see her, because it went from once I felt like how I felt, I blocked you. Left it at that, right? I'm still gonna be the bigger person in some kind of way. I'm gonna block you. You don't have to contact me. I don't have to contact you. I knew you was gonna feel some kind of way, excuse me, about me blocking you, but I didn't think you was gonna take it as far as you took it. Once you realize I blocked you, because my phone was off. So like I said, it was a lot going on. Once you seen that I blocked you though, you seen it came to your phone, you took it upon yourself to text my man and say whatever you said. Basically, I don't even remember. Like I said, that shit was a little minute ago, so I don't remember word for word what was said in the message, but it was enough for me to snap out like, why did you even text him and say anything? That's one. You should have never included him in it. Second of, you sat here and acted like if you didn't do nothing wrong. So now I'm sitting here arguing with you. I'm calling you from text now numbers. Well, once I got in the house, you was up, and you realize I blocked you, you blocked me back after you said something to him. I didn't pay the situation no. I didn't play her texting him no attention because he didn't tell me, like, he didn't go into details because he wasn't trying to start us up. And once I was over it, like I said, once I be putting you to the side, once you're done up, you're done up. It's over. But the next day, I had a dream about something, and I go to tell him, and he mentions her again. I'm like, well, damn, what she say in the message that make you say, what you're saying? So now he's reading to me the messages, and I get mad, and I start snapping, like, oh, what the fuck? She act like I did something to her. All I did was block you. Why did you even? All right, cool, bet. I hit her up on her phone. I realized I'm blocked, so I'm texting her from text now number, like, what's up? Because when I get upset, like I said, I'll get into fight. I'm gonna fight, but I wasn't even at that level yet. It was more so of a whatever you saying, because you talking tough. Whatever you saying to him, you could say that shit to me. You didn't have no reason to say it to him in the first place. And the fact that you got so much energy, or you felt like how you felt, it shouldn't have never even been all of that. But okay, cool. Granted, because this is a healing podcast, this is for, like, granted, I didn't have to text my sister. After I realized she texted me from his phone, text his phone for me, I didn't have to text her. I didn't have to reach out to her. I didn't have to play into that. I could have just let her be mad. Even with knowing what she said, I never had to play into that. She feels some kind of way because I blocked her. I did my part. Obviously, you're upset. You feel, if not how I felt when I was walking, probably worse, or whatever the case may be. You probably don't care. However it go, I didn't have to play into that. It didn't have to get to a level of, I'm gonna smack the shit out of you when I see you. I could have still been a bigger sister, still been a bigger person, and left that where it was at. But I let my anger get the best of me, and I ended up saying something to her. Whether she deserved it or not, I still didn't have to go into that with her. So that was one thing that happened. When you get yourself out of the darkness and you put yourself into the light, you don't even, I'm not saying I lose complete memory of everything, but right now I cannot remember everything. I cannot remember everything. I just gotta let it come to me. I'm gonna let it come to me. But y'all forgive me. I told y'all I didn't know really what to talk about, but that's two things that I did experience. I done put holes in my wall. I done put a big ass hole in my wall. I done gashed my head up right here. Headbutting my boyfriend. Yeah, I've been putting myself in kind of like the motion. And this is just me reacting. I'm talking about me reacting off of things. My reactions do not have to go the way that they have been going, that they were going. I don't have to be that person. But I know that I did have to go through that to get to this point to realize, like, I didn't have to go through that. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to be like that. Whatever energy or spirit was on me at the time was not okay. It's not okay. Or when I do get upset like that, or I do get that spirit over me, I don't have to be like that. I need to learn control. Like, you got to learn how to control yourself in situations. You can't sit there and let people get the best of you. Situations get the best of you. It takes us away from a lot. It does. It really takes from a lot. But this is a learning experience. So I'm not going to sit up here and fully, completely, like, just bash myself about the things that I did, because just like I reacted horribly in situations, I've reacted quite well in situations. It's just that my bad be overpowering my good, because I don't be knowing how to control my anger. When I'm upset, I'm upset. And if I can't walk away from the situation or get away from it, I'm bound to lash out, and it's still not okay. So whatever it is that's deep within myself, that's deep inside of me, that makes me feel like it's okay to go down that route, I need to, like, get rid of it. Because I don't like when people talk to me a certain way. I don't like when people call me out my name. I don't like when people disrespect me. I don't like seeing people get disrespected. It's just something that eats me up inside when I'm upset, and it turns into, like, rage after a while. After a while, it turns into rage. And if I'm crying and I'm that upset, it's bad. It's going bad. It's going extremely bad. I just don't condone to that. I don't think that it's okay. And a lot of these episodes, I've talked about my anger. And this year is the year I got to change it. Seriously. I'm gonna start off with that. I got to change it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if God made me that way for a reason. If I have to go through that right now to get to the next level, to understand. I don't know what lesson I'm missing. But I gotta switch up. I've been getting too many messages, spiritually, physically, emotionally, that I have to change my ways. And if I don't change my ways, if I don't grow, if I don't switch it up, it's not gonna go good. I'm gonna be stuck. I'm gonna be stuck for a long time. And I'm not trying to be stuck nowhere for a long time. We're elevating here. We're definitely elevating here. I'm never stuck nowhere. I'm never leaving myself stuck nowhere. Hell no. Nope. I can't do that. Like 2 months ago, right? I was going through the struggle of, like, I don't know what it is. I was having a hard time with keeping food in the house. And that shit was blowing my shit, because I get food stamps. So It's no reason why I shouldn't have food in my house, right? But being as though I'm not working right now, it's like the food wasn't lasting in the house. So now it's just like bringing uncomfortable situations out of me, like real uncomfortable where I gotta ask people for stuff. I gotta ask for help, and I'm not big on asking for help. I don't like asking for help. I wasn't raised like that. I've always been a go getter. I'm gonna go make it shit happen, no matter what. So I gotta ask for help, and it's just like it's killing me. It was killing me. Now let me tell you how fast God worked. Like I said, that was only 2 months ago. God be so prepared for stuff, or He prepared you for stuff so well. Like I didn't even know this month that the food stamps wasn't gonna come, but I have food in my house. Imagine if I didn't do the things that I was doing. Imagine if I didn't put food in the house already. We would have been asked out in here. For real, we would have been asked out in here. Imagine I didn't get the help that I got. Imagine I wasn't prepared for it. We would have been asked out in here. And me, oh shit, I could go without eating. I'm fine on that. I done did that. Eating once a day to not want to eat at all. Sure, when you go through shit in life, I done been there. Man, I done been there. As long as my kids can eat, I'm good. I'm good. I'm great. But God prepared me for that. So now, well, we haven't had the stress or struggle with food, and I'm grateful for that. Money, anything that we need, we got. Anything that we have needed, we got. That's a blessing. Of course, people want more stuff in life. Of course, if you're anybody like me, you want it all, right? But everything that we have needed, it has happened. We have gotten it. So I'm thankful for that. Before I moved here, I was down bad, like real bad. I had lost my apartment. I lost my car. Didn't have a job. My clothing line wasn't going good. My business was moving slow. Stuff was just not. It was not going well. I had to live with my sister, with my 2 kids. Y'all was there with me. It just wasn't good mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, all that stuff. It was not good. And the transformation from then to now has just been amazing. And I wasn't able to see it until now. I don't be seeing it while I'm going through it. I don't be understanding while I'm going through it. I don't get what's going on while I'm going through it. But I understand that God make us go through things just so we can have these moments, just so we can see His work, just so you can see how powerful He is, just so you can appreciate life more. This is a human experience. So I had to sleep in an uncomfortable situation. I had to be in an uncomfortable situation. In a bedroom with me and my 2 kids. My son sleeping on the couch. My daughter sleeping in the bed with me. Me staying up all night, crying and walking my kids to school, and just stuff that I just was not going through. That it just took a toll on me. It just made me feel like I didn't have shit. But once I switched my mindset to damn, I miss walking. It's been a minute. Like I had a different approach to the situation after a while. Once I started doing the inner work, I started appreciating being able to walk. Some people don't got fucking legs and feet and shit like that, but I'm sitting up here complaining because I don't have a car. People is in wheelchairs and shit like that, and I'm sitting up here complaining about a car. Like, then I'm sitting here talking about, oh, I don't got nowhere to live, this, that, and the third. I almost put me and my kids in a shelter. And I didn't have to, but me just being me, being in my feelings, being emotional, being angry, being all, I'm sitting there about to put us in the shelter. And I didn't have to go. I could have went to my father's house. I could have stayed in my sister's house. But I was so big on not, this is my older sister. I'm so big on not putting our differences aside and just being there just until I'm in a, I knew, first off, I always knew, and this is the manifestation, I always knew that I wasn't going to be there forever. That for sure. She's not even in the same apartment at this time. She's not even there anymore. But I always wanted, before I even got in her house, I always knew, like, I'm only going to be here for this amount of time and I'm out of there. Like, I'm going to be back in my own spot. I'm not going to have to worry about being there. And that shit came a month after I said I was going to be in there. So manifestation is a mug, right? Mind you, I was struggling with paying my storage unit because once we lost my apartment, once we lost my place, mind you, this was a 3-bedroom, 2-floor home. Beautiful living room. Kitchen was nice and big. Living room nice and big. My bedroom, master bedroom was nice and big. Spacious, very spacious. I had an office. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. My kids' rooms was nice size for them. Although they didn't take care of it the way they were supposed to, but it was a blessing. I had a front yard, I had a backyard, I had a driveway. Um, and I just felt like, and the block was a nice block. It was quiet. I just thought I had it made. And to lose all that, I was just like, damn, right? So I had to put all that stuff, I had to throw stuff away, put all my stuff in storage, and I was struggling with the storage, right? I didn't think I was gonna be after a while. I didn't even think that I was gonna be able to get my stuff out of storage. Boom. Fast forward to now, I've been in my apartment since that was May. I think it was May. I think it was at the end of May, and so much has happened. But I've been in my apartment since May now. That's a blessing. Like, God made it so I don't even have to pay rent. A lot of y'all can't say that. Give or take my situation, I don't have to pay rent right now. I was paying rent, but I don't have to pay rent right now. I went to him and I was telling him, like, after a while, it's like, of course, I would love for it to be a different situation, because I want to live in a different space. Like, where I'm at right now is not the best, but when you come in my home is nothing like outside of my home. If that makes sense. You've ever been in a hard situation. It's nothing like when you walk into my house, my apartment, the energy is different. Everything is just different. It's nothing like walking into where I stay at. My building. I live in a building. So that is just a blessing. Like, all of those blessings, like, I was really down bad. And I had no choice but to sit there and change my mindset. But I didn't change enough. Now I'm here in this place. And it's like, this year is the year I have to work on my anger, because just as quick as I got this shit, and it wasn't quick for me. To me, it wasn't quick, but it was very quick. Just as quick as I got this is just as quick as I could lose it. I done been down before. I done lost it all, got it all back, lost it all, got it all back. I done been without before my daughter was here and while my daughter's here. I got two. So I done did all of that. I'm just super excited and blessed to be in a space that I am right now. Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about mental, right? Mentally, my mindset was just trash. It was trash. Like, it was trash because something ain't right when everything that you say out your mouth is negative. When somebody coming to talk to you and all your responses is negative, 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 that's not cool. Even though I was sitting there trying to protect myself mentally from things, like somebody say something to me and what they're saying to me is not right. It's just how I go about it. That's all I can really think about when I think about that right now. It's how I'm going about the situation. I'm not going about it. I wasn't going about it the way that I could have. And that falls in line with accountability, taking accountability for your actions. My actions was not the best. But mentally, I felt like I was in the right at the time, and I wasn't. I wasn't because it could have went completely differently. I wasn't because I injured myself. I wasn't because I was injuring others. I wasn't because how I reacted afterwards. People could test you until you. People could test you all they want. People could sit up there and throw shade. People could sit up there and knock you down, kick you while you down. They can sit up there and kick you while you down and make you feel less of who you are and belittle you or take your situation for what it is and take advantage of it. People could do all of that, but how you hold yourself up and how you handle it, it speaks a lot about who you are. It shows a lot. And when you got God in you, none of that matters. And I felt like I had to shield myself and protect myself. The whole time God was protecting me already. And when you really let God do the work for you, He's going to reveal everything. He's going to show up when it's time to show up. You're going to feel like you by yourself or you don't got nobody and all this, that, and third. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how people do you or treat you. When you really got God with you, within you, and you focus on Him, He's gonna show up every time. He's gonna show out every time. You don't have to belittle somebody else. You ain't gonna have to sit there and make them look bad. You don't have to return the same energy that they're giving to you. You don't have to. That's something that's going on within themselves that they got to deal with, and that's why they reacting the way that they reacting. That's why they acting out the way that they're acting out. You got to work on yourself enough so when people do try to come, like it can't touch you. Their words, their actions, the energy that they send is not gonna be able to touch you. Especially when you get to a certain level, there's really levels to this shit. It's really, really, really levels to this shit. You gotta build yourself up. You're not gonna always be perfect. It's not gonna always be the way that you think. but you got to be able to be strong enough to know that no matter what you're going through, no matter what the situation is that's at hand, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna make it through. I'm standing right here. I'm sitting right here in the flesh. I'd have been through enough to know, to be able to say, like, yeah, you can make it. You can do it. You got this. You're gonna be tired of being God's strongest soldier and all that. I know people be making jokes and stuff about it, but seriously, he needed you for that. He needed you to go through those things. You needed to go through those things. You have to go through the things that you're going through right now to be able to get to the position or the point that you're supposed to be at. Wherever you at right now in life is where you're supposed to be. And just because you feel like it's the worst thing in the world, I guarantee you, you're doing something better, or you're probably doing way better than the next person. When you mentally got yourself together, it don't matter what's going on around you. It don't matter what's happening. Everything just gonna fall in line. And at times, like me, I'll be forgetful of a lot of shit. I'll be forgetful of things like that. I'll be forgetting that once you get the head on straight and the body gonna flow. I'll be forgetting that. Because the situation that be going on at the time be overpowering. I told you my anger gets the best of me, so I don't sit there and have a positive outlook on everything all the time. I'm not sitting there looking at the situation as this, that, and third. Right now, or for a while, I've just been on some being overprotective over myself because I've been hurt a lot. I've been taken advantage a lot. And it started from me being a child. It started at me being a child. And I'm still not to the point. I don't know how to explain that or express that. I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know where to start from. Where, like, I don't want to sit up here and be like, oh, I was bullied, because you ain't bullying me. But I was picked on. I was laughed at. I was talked about. You know, it was shit that was said. I was used. I was used. I was abused mentally. I didn't learn a lot of stuff that I was supposed to learn. I wasn't taught the things that I was supposed to be taught. So now as an adult, I'm suffering from those things because I didn't heal from it. I didn't view it the way that I should have. And I was hard-headed. I was naive. I was very naive. I told y'all that I was naive. I was very, very naive. I still be kind of naive in situations, but I'm not that naive. I'm not as naive as I was before. I'm believing people the first time now. I see it the first time now. I read energy way better than I was before. I see it now. I've been taught enough. Give credit to my man. Give credit when it's due. I've been taught enough. I've been through enough with him. And I used to be saying like, oh, it don't matter what I go through with this man. I still want to be with him. It got to a point where I just felt like I didn't even want to be with him. Like, I'm over this shit. I'm done. I don't want to do this. And this is recent. Like, I'm done. And we're doing this like 5 years now. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be with you no more. I can't do this. But I would not have learned a lot of the stuff that I've learned being with this man. I would have not been in the position that I'm in. I would not see the world the way that I see the world now. I would not view situations that come up the way that I view it now. I'm very thankful and grateful, seriously. And this man gets on my last motherfucking nerve. I'm telling y'all, he get on my nerve. It's like brother and sister. It's like brother and sister. He get on my nerves like a brother or a sister. But see, with my siblings, we don't fight, but we could fight each other if we want to. But see, with him, I actually just take it there with him. I'm trying to get out of that. Well, I'm out of that. I'm just not trying. I'm out of that. I'm speaking into existence. There is not going to be no more domestic violence in our relationship. It's not how it was before, but all that swinging and stuff and grabbing and holding, and we've been through traumatic situations that kind of, I feel like it scared both of us. It's just like, okay, that's not the way to go about it. We still kind of go through it, but it's me. I'm gonna say it's me. I can't speak for him. I'm gonna speak for myself when I say it's me that sit up there and I get mad. And I feel like because I'm mad, I can sit there and, like I said, act out the way I act out, but it's not okay. I didn't know where to start, y'all, and I just wanted to get. I guess I needed to get that out. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I should have said that all the way in the beginning, but I don't know. I was nervous. You'll see, I was nervous. It's been a while. I haven't dropped an episode in a while. I actually do want to sit up here and say more, but I'm not going to make this long because I got to get ready for the kids. But I'm happy that I did do this. Doing it scared, doing it afraid, doing it anyways. I'm glad that I did this. I'm glad that I did this. It feels good. It really does feel good to talk to you guys. I missed y'all. Like I said, there's a lot going on, and I've just been observing a lot, growing a lot, manifesting. And I just got myself, one thing I could say is I got myself out of that dark space again, because I put myself in a dark space. I had that nasty cloud over me, and I took myself out of it again. I started working on my clothes again. I started putting myself out of the mindset of this is it, because it's not it. This is not just it. This is not it. I started putting myself in it. Well, this is it. This is how I'm going to live. No, it's more. It's coming for me. And I got to prepare for it. There's more that's already happening. I'm telling y'all, these blessings just been rolling in. And I pray that y'all getting blessed like me. And if not, your blessings will come. Your blessings will come. The things that you're going through right now, it won't last forever. None of this stuff is going to last forever. Another thing, one more thing I just want to say is my best friend finally came to see me in my dreams. It's like the second time she came to see me. I had my god kids. I haven't had my god kids in a while, and it felt good to have them here with the kids, with my kids. Seeing their siblings, seeing their god brother and god sister. Because those really my kids. I really do love them. I really do miss my best friend a lot. So feeling her, I actually felt her spirit in my dreams. And it was a good feeling. It was a good feeling. I kind of knew she was going to come. I felt like she was going to come. I just didn't. I wasn't sure, and she really did come. I just missed her a lot, so I was happy about that. But when you are going through those dark times, it kind of like takes you away from the world. It takes you away from yourself. It takes away from a lot. So I'm blessed to be able to say I took myself out of that, and I had hope. I had hope. Yeah, my kids put me through a lot too. My kids put me through a lot too, but I got through it, and I think I got through to them. And I know it's gonna be more to come with that, with growing kids and stuff like that. But we're getting back, like the bond that I had with them. I'm getting a better bond with them now. I feel like it's getting better. I feel my son is growing crazy. It's amazing to see them. Even my daughter too. But to grow up with my son is just he grew up with me. We growing together. So it's just like it's amazing. It's a beautiful feeling. Thank you for being a part of this experience with me. I'm gonna keep praying for y'all. I hope y'all can still pray for me. Yeah, this is the butterfly effect.
Why you so fine?